Right, boys, a 15-minute challenge. Under each cloche are 2 ingredients, and you must use one of them. Rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to choose their ingredients first.
1, 2, 3, ha! 1, 2, 3, ha! 1, 2, 3, ha!
Yes!
Ah.
Jamie, you got the win.
You got this last time, and you screwed Mike over. Be nice.
Which of those would you like?
I'm going to go for the meat option, please, Ebbers.
Obviously. Jamie, you've got smoked bacon that leaves Barry with peppered mackerel.
Delicious. Thank you. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Jamie, lift the cloche. Which one would you like?
Okay. Underneath all of this, there's a tiny little broccoli.
And I'm going to guess that's wild garlic. I'm going to go for the wild garlic.
Oh, no, I'm going for the elaborate piece of broccoli.
Jamie, you have wild garlic. Barry, you have turnip tops.
Turnip tops?
And a mini broccoli.
Last cloche.
No, you lift this one.
Okay, fine. What do you want, sir?
I can make a gala pie. Right.
Oh, no!
Jamie, you've got pickled eggs. Barry, you've got cherries in Kirsch. 5 minutes thinking time, and Barry, you're going first.
Oh!
Okay, boys, 15 minutes on the clock. Your time starts now.
Straight away, after tasting the cherries and what's this called again?
Turnip tops.
Turnip tops, I'm okay with the flavours. How I turn into a dish, I'm struggling.
Okay, right. I think I'm going to make devilled pickled eggs.
Devilled pickled eggs.
Otherwise known as dickled eggs.
Wonderful.
And to start, I'm going to put my bacon into a cold pan and render out some of the fat to go into a mayonnaise.
And by default, the bacon will then also crisp up afterwards.
Yes,
Instead fat.
exactly. And then that can become a nice topping for our dickled eggs.
Now, the nature of these 15-minute cooks means think simple, but execute those simple things well, rather than trying to do too much.
This is a pizza dough base, but I thought might be quite nice to sit at the bottom. This is the one thing I think I'm going to serve warm. Everything else, I think, is going to be raw.
So this time of year, sometimes called the hunger gap in the UK, because there's not a huge amount of fresh stuff at this time of year. Turnip tops, however, delicious. Although these might come from Italy, particularly in Europe, but you'll notice that even the proteins, they are preserved. So like a peppered smoked mackerel and a smoked bacon, and then 2 jars of ingredients, both again preserved. The wild garlic is super seasonal, and those turnip tops are delicious.
Let's just get those in the oven.
So you've picked up 2 additional seasonings from our dry store. What are they?
Straight away, I felt like these needed a spice, so I've got some Aleppo pepper and some sumac, because I'm using that quite a lot at home. So I understand how to get the flavour out of that chilli, and it needs to be warmed up and cooked a little bit.
Those ingredients really benefit from warming up, as you say, but in fat, in oils and things like that, and obviously a pizza dough. Not as fatty as something like a puff pastry, but similar. I like the name dickled eggs.
Of course you do.
Obviously, a deviled egg is like a hard-boiled egg that's had the yolk taken out, turned into like mayonnaise and repiped, normally with a lot of spice. That's what gives you the devil.
Yep, so I'm going for garlic. I've got some hot smoked paprika and some of Cush's hot sauce. And if Cush isn't a devil, then I don't know who is.
Fact.
I love.
He's fingering the eggs now.
Love.
Fingering a pickle's bad. No, oh, that's bold. I love a pickled egg, but in pieces, small pieces. Have you ever used turnip tops before?
Top of my head, no, but you're about to tell me when I did.
No. I'm
really?
asking a question. You probably had them at excellent restaurants and stuff. I think chefs are really big on using them. I don't know, though, if you can get them in supermarkets, so less familiar for the home cook.
Flavour-wise, it's incredibly obviously good. So earthy is the obvious word, but they're a little bit bitter, but not as much as you'd expect from this sort of leaf. Like, I feel like it's keeping it raw and mixing it in with some fatty stuff, and also with the kirsch from the cherries, it's almost got a medicinal flavour.
It's very vegetal, yeah, it's bitter. I think there's a slight pepperiness that you might get from something like an arugula or a rocket. It gives that kind of vibe as well. The great thing about it is you can use it all. All the stalks, all the leaves, and that little heart that you said was broccoli, and it's kind of broccoli-esque.
Let's just fry off some of these broccoli-style tips. Coach, can I get a blowtorch?
So you've got some pretty classic ingredients there, bacon and eggs, sort of breakfast vibes. The garlic, especially wild garlic, use it in place of spinach. You can wilt it, saute it, you can do so many different things with it. What are you doing with it?
I'm going to put it into my mayonnaise to make it into more of an aioli, but like a wild garlic aioli.
So you're using the egg yolk to emulsify your mayonnaise?
Yes. So getting a little bit of that pickle flavour in there. Obviously, the egg white's going to have a lot of the pickle flavour as well.
Does it? Does it penetrate right through to the yolk?
Yes. Yeah, it does. I know that because I've just eaten a whole one.
You've had a third of your time.
Right, let's get some of this kirsch over this with a little bit of olive oil and see what that does. Now that's got that roasted, slightly burned broccoli vibes. I think will go quite nicely with the rest of this mix.
So obviously you had first dibs at these ingredients. Did you just go for ingredients you were confident with, or you actually deliberately leave Barry with things you're less confident with? Which way did it work?
Both ways. I was more confident with bacon than I would be with mackerel. The turnip tops I thought was just broccoli, so I didn't know what to do with those. Based on that, I thought the pickled eggs would be something easier to do with than incorporating black cherries. Am I going to... yeah.
What's the egg for now?
For the mayonnaise, I think I'm going to need a real yolk as well as the hard yolk. Why am I going to need egg white?
What is it in egg that allows oil and water to combine, or to emulsify?
Baby chickens.
The emulsifying agent, less than thin.
I am a little bit, yeah, but not too much.
What are you thinking about the mackerel? Will you be warming it, cooking it, mixing it, or using as is?
I think I'm going to be shredding it up and put it on top. So my aim here is once these breads are done, I'm going to be putting on a ricotta and turnip top whipped mix to spread on top of it. And then my mackerel is going to be shredded on top with some of the florets. Really freaking simple at the moment. We've also got some pork scratchings from our podcast Pub Snacks. A salty element in this and a crunch is needed.
There's no fat coming out of here, which is a problem for my bacon fat aioli. So what I think we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put some oil into here, flavour that oil, and then that oil will go into there, rather than just relying on the fat coming from the bacon. So that should have flavoured that oil. I'm going to use the pull-through method.
Yep.
As much flavoured oil in there as possible, and then we'll go in with just...
How hot's the oil?
Hot.
What temperature does egg coagulate at?
Emma's...
Just asking these questions on behalf of everyone at home watching the process. So typically one egg yolk, a fresh egg yolk would do what? 150, 200 ml of oil?
Yep. We've got 8
We've
fluid
also
ounces.
got egg yolks that are pickled.
Yep.
It's remarkable. It never works when normals do it.
That's not working. I might have to add another egg yolk in and see if that will do it.
Right, let's do a little Hershey cherry dressing.
You're doing well, but reminding you you've had over half your time. You have 6 minutes remaining.
Let's get sumac in here as well.
Sumac from a berry of a plant. Fruity, tangy, almost citrusy. It's not, but it gives that kind of vibe.
Needs a zing, needs a lemon.
15 minutes isn't long, but comment down below. What would you have done with those same combination of ingredients?
Well, that lemon has changed it completely.
How do you think you're doing compared to Jamie?
Thing is, Jamie's got flavours he's very comfortable with.
Pork and pickled eggs.
Exactly. I'm hoping he's going more creative than his own weird Scotch egg.
That's not doing the thing that I want it to do, Ebbers.
Nope, you've now got about 4 egg yolks as a ratio to 150 ml of oil. Time check, 6 minutes left. Mustard, key ingredient in mayonnaise.
I'm having a meltdown.
What you're seeing here is a combination of the pull-through method and a dribble method, and neither are working.
Ebbers!
How many times have you made mayonnaise?
Lots!
So why do you change it every single time? Jay, how do you reckon Baz is getting on?
A couple of cherries.
In hindsight, do you wish you were better at rock, paper, scissors? Because not only did you not get your ingredients of choice, you also had to go first. James had more thinking time as well.
Yeah, I really thought that you'd be nicer and let me go second because I did more challenging ingredients. But nope!
We are going to fry off some garlic. Ebbers, we're changing plan.
With 3 minutes left, he's changing plan because the man can't make mayonnaise.
That's not
Pasta going into lukewarm water.
No, it's not going in yet because it's not hot yet, Ebbers.
So you're making a garlic and bacon pasta. How are you using your pickled eggs?
But what I'm thinking is, can I carbonara with this?
I mean, there's so much egg in it.
Yeah.
There is also a lot of oil.
There is also a lot of oil in it.
Would you like some grana padano? We've got some.
Yeah, if you've got a little bit grana padano, that'd be great. Thank you. Flipping it. What am I supposed to do with that?
One of 16 blocks we still have remaining. 1.5 minutes. How long does your pasta need? Going into lukewarm water.
Heat up quicker.
So again, once they come out, that's going straight onto the hot pizza, which then oozes very slightly, which I'm cool with. And leave the bottom, so everyone knows where it's come from.
Nice. I like the fact that you've used the turnip tops in 3 ways.
Okay.
One of my favourites. Oily fish, super nutritious, puffed up a treat.
That one on top.
I'm excited for the flavour combination here. 60 seconds to go. How do you reckon Jamie's doing?
I reckon he's got ingredients he's comfortable with, but I reckon he's bitten off more than he can chew, and he's panicking right now.
Egg whites, what are you doing with those? Nothing today?
Yep. No.
Please remember I've got to eat this. We gave you some he's grating egg into a pan. Pickled eggs.
Pickled eggs.
Being grated into a pan.
Oh, can I have a plate? That'd be perfect. Thank you.
I've got a bowl because I think your carbonara mix, inverted commas, might be a little wet. Grana Padano going in, and the egg and oil mix is going in. It's got a little bit of mustard in there. Every Italian is quaking in their boots as you're making scrambled egg around bacon and garlic. You have just 30 seconds to get... Jamie, that is one of your worst efforts ever.
This isn't boiling yet.
Lost yet?
30 seconds to go.
Boil!
You have just 15 seconds left. Would you like a little bit of creme fraiche or cream to save that?
I've got cream. Single cream.
Oh, there's a lot of cream. Okay, excellent.
Bit pasta.
What is going on?
Oh, Ebbers, I'm so sorry.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from the dish. Let's get that into the sexies. "15 minutes is always a challenge with ingredients you're less comfortable with. Do you want to lift your cloches in 3, 2, 1?
Oh, Jamie, you made a carbonara.
No,
Did I?
didn't. No, he didn't. Let's dig in. A little bit of everything, a little bit of the mackerel, a little bit of the ricotta. Cheers.
Cheers.
There was a lot of char on that broccoli. We saw why, but that's good. With the cherry, with the ricotta, it's got that bitter pepperiness from the turnip tops. It looked dainty. It didn't try too hard. It just celebrated what's there. Clever.
It's not giving me much of a as I wanted.
No, it doesn't need it. It doesn't always need oomph. It just needs balance. The only thing perhaps missing, and this is because obviously you made it 15 minutes ago, the pizza base isn't as crispy as perhaps when you first served it.
Yep.
But that's not really your fault because it was when it came out the oven. Oh, I forgot about the pork scratchings. That's where your texture comes from. Great dish.
Well, it sounds, Baz, like we had very similar 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Jamie has made deviled eggs.
What? Where?
There was no devil actually in them in the end.
No, you forgot that bit because you
forgot the
panicked.
devil bit.
What did you make?
A smoked bacon and wild garlic, pickled egg pasta.
But it went on a journey.
Egg pasta.
Do you know what? Also,
Egg.
doesn't look terrible.
So was your thinking...
No. Saved by fresh pasta and the fact it doesn't need much more than 90 seconds in a pan. Lucky. A lovely flavour from the wild garlic and a beautiful flavour from the smoked bacon. Heavy on black pepper as well. The texture, 101 wrongs. Like, just not good. For 12 minutes of his 15 minutes, he was making a different dish.
Okay.
This happened when he messed up.
The first flavour I get is pickled egg. And you go, that is a revolting carbonara. But then you get past the pickled egg, and actually, it's actually relatively pleasant.
No, it's not. You're lying. Getting close on this. Look at this. Look at this. This is scrambled egg underneath pasta, and I always applaud adaptation. However, today my winner is Barry, without a shadow of a doubt.
Now, these 15-minute battles are really, really tough. If you think we should keep doing them, then make sure you like this video.
I think we should put the chefs in one.
The 50, yeah, but they'll do well.
Fine. 10 minutes.
10, 5.
14 seconds.
One hand behind their back.